Most people over 55 attempt to improve foot circulation and reduce swelling the hard way, often buying expensive gadgets, trying complicated stretches, or relying on tight compression socks. While those strategies can sometimes offer temporary relief, they are not the full story. Foot and ankle swelling, also known as edema, is often related to the natural changes in blood vessel elasticity and muscle efficiency as we age. Today, we are going to explore a profoundly simple, evidence based 10-minute routine designed to naturally support circulation, reduce swelling, and help you feel lighter in your feet and ankles. This routine requires no special equipment, no gym membership, and can be done entirely from the comfort of a chair. It is gentle yet effective, focusing on targeted, consistent movement rather than strenuous or painful effort. The goal is to support lifelong vascular health in a way that works with your body rather than against it. The science behind gentle movement. When it comes to improving circulation in your feet and ankles, the key isn't intense exercise, complicated machines, or expensive therapies. The most effective approach is surprisingly simple: consistent, targeted movements that activate the muscles responsible for pumping blood and lymph fluid. These movements may seem gentle or even subtle at first glance, but they are backed by decades of physiotherapy and clinical research, and they are commonly used in both cardiac rehabilitation and orthopedic recovery settings. Their effectiveness comes from addressing two critical physiological mechanisms: venous return and lymphatic drainage. Venous return refers to the process by which deoxygenated blood in your lower limbs is pushed back toward your heart. The veins in your legs rely on one-way valves that prevent blood from flowing backward, but gravity works against them, especially when you are sitting or standing for long periods. Without muscular contraction, blood can pool in the lower legs, creating the heaviness, swelling, and discomfort many people experience. By intentionally activating the muscles, primarily the calves, you trigger the muscle pump mechanism. With every contraction, the deep veins are squeezed, forcing blood upward and opening the one-way valves to prevent backflow. The second mechanism, lymphatic drainage, is equally important but often overlooked. The lymphatic system is your body's natural waste removal network, responsible for collecting excess fluid, proteins, and metabolic waste from the tissues and returning it to the bloodstream for processing. Unlike veins, lymphatic vessels do not have a central pump like the heart. Instead, their function relies entirely on movement, both of the muscles and of the joints. If the ankle and foot remain stiff, fluid can accumulate, and the system becomes less efficient. Gentle, controlled movements stimulate the lymphatic vessels, gently squeezing fluid along its natural pathways and preventing stagnation. When these two mechanisms, venous return and lymphatic drainage, are combined in a short daily routine, the effect is powerful. You can improve circulation, reduce swelling, and feel lighter and more comfortable in your feet and ankles, all without stressing your heart or joints. The beauty of this approach is that it works with your body's natural systems rather than against them, making it sustainable, safe, and effective for long-term health. Why consistency matters. One of the biggest mistakes people make when addressing swelling in the lower legs is attempting to fix it sporadically. They may do an occasional stretch, perform a brief set of exercises, or try a gadget they saw online, thinking that a single effort will produce lasting relief. Unfortunately, the circulatory and lymphatic systems respond best to gentle, repeated signals, not one-off bursts of activity. This is because both systems operate on cumulative engagement. The veins and lymphatic vessels learn to respond when they are regularly stimulated. Over time, consistent targeted movement strengthens the muscles, improves valve function, and enhances lymph flow. Even just 10 minutes a day is enough to make a meaningful difference. By dedicating this small portion of your day to circulation exercises, you are effectively training your lower body to perform at its best, much like you would strengthen your arms or core. Over days and weeks, this consistency results in measurable improvements. Swelling diminishes, the legs feel lighter, and the muscles supporting the veins and lymphatics become more efficient. The key is patience and regularity. Progress is gradual, but the results are lasting. Think of it as a daily maintenance routine for your lower limbs, small, manageable actions that pay big dividends over time. Movement 1, the ankle pump. The ankle pump is the foundational exercise for improving circulation in the lower legs. To understand its importance, picture your calf muscles as a second heart for your lower body. These muscles are ideally positioned to assist with venous return. When the calves contract, they squeeze the veins, pushing blood upward toward the heart and helping the lymphatic system move fluid along its pathways. This action, known as the muscle pump mechanism, is the body's natural defense against pooling blood and swelling. When you sit or stand still for long periods, this muscle pump essentially stalls. The veins' one-way valves no longer open and close efficiently, fluid accumulates, and swelling, heaviness, and discomfort begin. The ankle pump recalibrates this internal pressure system, opening and closing the veins in a controlled, rhythmic manner, and preventing fluid from leaking into surrounding tissues. The movement is deceptively simple but highly effective when done correctly. Chair-friendly setup. To perform the ankle pump in a chair. 1. Sit upright in a sturdy, non-swiveling chair with your back fully supported. 2. Place your feet flat on the floor, or if necessary, slightly elevate them on a low stool to reduce tension in the knees. 3. Aim for a comfortable 90-degree angle at the knees and ensure your legs are relaxed. 4. Take a moment to focus on the muscles in your calves, visualizing them gently contracting and relaxing with each movement. The setup ensures that you maintain proper posture, engage the correct muscles, and protect your joints from unnecessary strain. Performing the movement. 1. Slowly point your toes away from your body, extending your feet fully but comfortably. Hold this position for 2 seconds, feeling a gentle stretch along the front of your shins and the top of your feet. 2. Then, slowly pull your toes back toward your body, lifting your heels slightly off the floor if possible. Focus on contracting your calf muscles fully and hold for 2 seconds. 3. Repeat this pointing and flexing motion slowly and deliberately for a continuous 2 minutes. The pace of this movement is crucial. Rapid or jerky movements do not allow the veins to open and close fully, reducing the efficiency of the muscle pump. Smooth, controlled, and rhythmic motion maximizes the effectiveness of the exercise, ensuring that blood and lymph fluid are being pushed in the right direction. Safety considerations. If you experience sharp or burning pain in your calf, Achilles tendon, or foot, immediately reduce the range of motion. Never push through pain. The movement should feel therapeutic and comfortable, not painful or forced. Anyone with a history of circulatory issues, including deep vein thrombosis, should consult a physician before starting this or any lower leg exercise. The ankle pump is deceptively simple, but its consistent application is the cornerstone of healthy circulation in the lower legs. It strengthens the muscles, promotes blood flow, and sets the stage for the next, more dynamic movement. Movement 2, the alphabet trace. The alphabet trace builds on the ankle pump by adding joint mobility and stimulating lymphatic flow. While the ankle pump primarily engages the calf muscles to promote venous return, the alphabet trace ensures that the joints of the foot and ankle remain flexible and that lymph fluid is efficiently mobilized. The lymphatic system relies entirely on movement because it has no central pump like the heart. Stiff or immobile joints act as bottlenecks, slowing fluid clearance and contributing to swelling. By moving the ankle through varied motions, the alphabet trace promotes comprehensive drainage and improves overall comfort. Setup 1. Remain seated in a comfortable chair, keeping your back fully supported. 2. Lift one foot slightly off the floor, allowing free movement of the ankle. 3. Keep the knee relaxed and focus on isolating movement in the ankle. Avoid engaging the upper leg or torso. This position allows the ankle to move freely through its full range of motion while maintaining safety and control. Performing the movement. 1. Using your big toe as a pointer, slowly trace the letters of the English alphabet from A to Z in the air. 2. Each letter requires a slightly different movement. Some involve rotation, others flexion or extension, and some diagonal or circular motions. This variety is key to engaging all areas of the ankle joint and surrounding tissues. 3. Focus on slow, controlled movements rather than speed. Smoothness and precision matter more than completing the alphabet quickly. 4. Complete the full alphabet with one foot, then switch to the other. Each foot should take approximately 1 minute. This small but deliberate variation in movement ensures that lymphatic drainage occurs across all planes of motion. By targeting every angle of the ankle and foot, you maximize fluid clearance and promote overall joint mobility. The alphabet trace also helps strengthen smaller stabilizing muscles, which can improve balance and reduce the risk of minor injuries related to stiffness or weakness in the lower limbs. Safety considerations. If a specific letter causes discomfort, cramping, or sharp pain, reduce the size of the movement until it feels comfortable. The goal is gentle mobility and fluid stimulation, not aggressive stretching. Consistency over intensity is what produces lasting results. Repeating this routine daily is far more beneficial than performing a forceful session once in a while. By combining the ankle pump and the alphabet trace, you are addressing both the muscular and joint aspects of circulation. The ankle pump engages the primary muscles responsible for venous return, while the alphabet trace ensures the lymphatic system is effectively cleared and the joints remain mobile. This combination creates a strong foundation for lower leg health and comfort. Signs: your circulation is improving. Once you begin performing the first two movements, the ankle pump and the alphabet trace, you may notice subtle but encouraging signs that your circulation is improving. Many people describe a gentle warmth spreading through the feet and calves, or a light tingling sensation that feels almost like the blood and lymphatic fluid are starting to move more freely. Some notice a sense of lightness, as if the heaviness that comes from swelling is slowly being released. These are all positive indicators that your body is responding as intended. Alongside this, mild muscle fatigue or a gentle stretching feeling in your calves and the front of your shins is completely normal. These are signs that the muscles are actively engaging, contracting, and relaxing to support the venous and lymphatic system. This is exactly what we want to happen, as it means the blood and lymph are being pushed back toward the heart, and the natural drainage system is beginning to work more efficiently. It's important to recognize the difference between normal sensations and warning signals. Sharp, sudden pain, intense burning, or a cramping sensation is not part of normal improvement. If any of these occur, it is crucial to stop the movement and reassess your form, perhaps reducing the range of motion or consulting a healthcare professional. Remember, circulation improvement is a gradual process, and consistent gentle engagement is far more effective than forcing rapid changes that could lead to injury or strain. Food fix. 1. Hydration. Hydration is often underestimated in its impact on circulation and swelling, yet it is one of the most powerful tools at your disposal. Many people assume that drinking more water will worsen foot and ankle edema, reasoning that water intake simply adds to the fluid already pooling in the legs. In reality, proper hydration works entirely differently. Adequate water intake helps regulate your body's fluid balance by reducing retention signals and supporting kidney function. When the body is chronically dehydrated, it interprets this as a state of emergency. Hormones such as vasopressin are released, instructing the kidneys to retain sodium and water. This mechanism is the body's way of protecting against perceived scarcity, but it inadvertently contributes to swelling in the lower extremities. By drinking enough water consistently throughout the day, you are signaling to your body that it does not need to hold on to excess fluid. This allows the kidneys to process and eliminate excess sodium and metabolic waste more effectively, helping your tissues maintain a natural, healthy balance. The practical approach is simple. Aim for urine that is clear or a very pale yellow as an indicator of proper hydration. Avoid consuming large quantities of water all at once, as this can overwhelm your system. Instead, Sip water consistently throughout the day, making it part of your daily routine. Even small changes like keeping a water bottle at your desk or near your favorite chair can make a significant difference. Proper hydration also has a synergistic effect with your circulation exercises. When your body is well hydrated, the muscle contractions from the ankle pump, alphabet trace, and calf raises can more efficiently push fluid through the veins and lymphatic system, reducing the sensation of heaviness and puffiness in your feet and ankles. Food fix. 2. Potassium and magnesium. The second critical dietary component for managing swelling is the intake of potassium and magnesium, two minerals that are essential for proper cellular fluid balance. While sodium has a tendency to pull and hold water within tissues, potassium and magnesium act as balancing forces, supporting the body's natural fluid regulation. Potassium, in particular, is fundamental in controlling water distribution at the cellular level. It works in tandem with sodium in what is known as the sodium-potassium pump, a critical cellular mechanism that ensures fluids are properly managed inside and outside your cells. A deficiency in potassium can disrupt this process, allowing fluid to accumulate in the tissues, contributing to the swelling you experience in your ankles and feet. Foods naturally high in potassium include bananas, which are convenient and versatile, as well as nutrient-dense options like avocados, sweet potatoes, white beans, and cooked leafy greens such as spinach. Including one serving of a potassium-rich food daily can support the sodium-potassium balance, gradually easing fluid retention over time. Magnesium is equally important. It is a cofactor in hundreds of enzymatic reactions, many of which influence muscle function, nerve signaling, and fluid regulation. Adequate magnesium levels help maintain smooth muscle tone in blood vessels and promote cellular equilibrium, reducing the likelihood of excess fluid leakage into tissues. Magnesium-rich foods include dark leafy greens like kale and Swiss chard, a variety of nuts and seeds, especially almonds, cashews, and pumpkin seeds, legumes such as lentils or chickpeas, and even small portions of high-quality dark chocolate with at least 70% cocoa. Incorporating these minerals in your daily diet does not require drastic changes. Even modest, consistent additions can have a measurable impact on reducing swelling. Combined with hydration, potassium and magnesium help optimize the body's chemical environment, allowing the physical movements to work more effectively. Together, proper hydration and mineral intake create a foundation for fluid balance, which when paired with the 10-minute movement routine offers a comprehensive approach to managing edema. The biggest mistake: prolonged stillness. Perhaps the single most common behavioral contributor to chronic foot and ankle swelling is prolonged periods of stillness. Many people believe that keeping their legs completely still while sitting or standing is the best way to rest. In reality, this is exactly what exacerbates swelling. Remaining motionless for 30 to 45 minutes or longer allows the muscle pump mechanism in your calves to stall. When this occurs, the one-way valves in the veins are no longer activated, and fluid begins to pool in the lower legs, contributing to puffiness, heaviness, and discomfort. Even elevating the legs passively does not fully compensate for the lack of muscle activity. To counteract this, it is critical to break stillness frequently throughout the day. Every 30 to 45 minutes, take a brief stand, walk a few steps, or perform a short 30-second set of ankle pumps. This small intervention reactivates the muscle pump, opens the venous valves, and promotes lymphatic drainage, preventing fluid from accumulating in the first place. The simplicity of this approach makes it highly practical. Whether you are at your desk, watching television, or reading a book, integrating these small movement breaks can drastically improve circulation over time. It is one of the most powerful preventative measures available, and it complements the exercises and dietary strategies perfectly. Movement 3. Calf raise combination. The calf raise combination is the peak movement in this routine and is considered the most powerful for achieving noticeable relief from swelling. It targets the gastrocnemius and soleus muscles, the primary muscles responsible for activating the muscle pump in your lower legs. This movement produces a deep contraction, pushing blood and lymph fluid upward with the greatest intensity and range of motion possible, effectively flushing the lower extremities. In physiotherapy and vascular rehabilitation settings, this exercise is commonly prescribed to accelerate fluid clearance, manage venous insufficiency, and support overall leg health. Standing option. For those able to stand safely, position your feet shoulder width apart while holding a stable support such as a counter, railing, or heavy chair. Slowly lift your heels, standing on the balls of your feet, and hold the peak contraction for 3 seconds. Lower your heels slowly, ensuring controlled movement throughout. Repeat this cycle continuously for 2 minutes. The emphasis should always be on deliberate, controlled motion rather than speed. The slow pace maximizes contraction and venous return, enhancing the efficiency of the muscle pump. Chair-friendly option. If standing is challenging due to balance or joint limitations, a seated calf raise provides an effective alternative. Sit upright with your feet flat on the floor. Lift your heels as high as possible while using gentle pressure from your hands on your thighs for slight resistance. Hold the peak position for 3 seconds before lowering slowly. Repeat for 2 continuous minutes. Even in a seated position, this exercise actively engages the calf muscles and contributes to fluid mobilization. Safety considerations. Regardless of whether you are standing or seated, maintaining a secure hold on a stable support is essential. Avoid sudden, jerky movements and stop immediately if you experience sharp pain, dizziness, or instability. Safety and proper technique are more important than intensity, and the movement should feel controlled and therapeutic rather than forced. Compression socks and elevation. While the exercises are central to improving circulation, compression socks and leg elevation can provide supportive benefits. Properly fitted compression socks can help reduce fluid buildup during prolonged sitting or travel, but they do not replace the active engagement of the muscle pump. Elevation, ideally with ankles slightly above heart level for 15-20 minutes, can temporarily assist fluid drainage by leveraging gravity. These strategies are most effective when combined with the movement routine, hydration, and dietary considerations outlined above. Understanding pain versus strain. As you perform these exercises, it is important to differentiate between normal muscular strain and warning pain. Gentle fatigue, mild soreness, or a dull burning sensation is a normal and healthy indication that the muscles are working. Sharp, stabbing pain, sudden cramps, or persistent discomfort signals that you should stop and adjust the movement. Respecting your body's feedback ensures safety and promotes long-term success in reducing swelling and improving circulation. Your complete daily routine. For best results, commit to this daily 10-minute routine. Begin with ankle pumps for 2 minutes, followed by the alphabet trace for 2 minutes per foot, and finish with the calf raise combination for 2 minutes. Complement these movements with proper hydration, daily intake of potassium and magnesium-rich foods, and adherence to the 45-minute rule of breaking stillness throughout the day. Together, these habits create a holistic approach that targets the mechanical, chemical, and behavioral contributors to foot and ankle swelling, consistency, and long-term results. Edema and related discomfort develop gradually over months or years, so it is important to approach improvement with patience and consistency. Performing these exercises daily, maintaining hydration, and consuming nutrient-rich foods will yield noticeable benefits over time. Within a week, many individuals report reduced puffiness, improved flexibility, and a sense of lightness in their legs. Continued commitment over several weeks or months leads to enhanced circulation, stronger calf muscles, and improved mobility. The cumulative effect of consistent, gentle engagement is far more effective than sporadic, intense interventions. Final thoughts. Spending just 10 minutes each day to support circulation is a small but profoundly impactful investment in your long-term comfort, mobility, and overall quality of life. By combining gentle, evidence-based movements, proper hydration, mineral-rich foods, and behavioral strategies to break prolonged stillness, you provide your body with the tools it needs to function optimally. While initial results may be subtle, the benefits accumulate over time, reducing swelling, lightening your legs, and improving day-to-day comfort. Committing to this simple routine can establish a lasting foundation for healthier feet, ankles, and lower legs, empowering you to move with confidence and ease. Safety reminder. Always consult with your primary care physician or a specialist before starting a new exercise program, especially if you have pre-existing circulatory conditions, peripheral artery disease, heart failure, or a history of deep vein thrombosis. The exercises are designed to be gentle and safe, but professional guidance is essential for personalized care. Take action today. Begin this routine today. Dedicate 10 minutes to yourself, follow the sequence carefully, and combine it with proper hydration and nutrient-rich foods. Consistent application is the key to noticeable improvements in comfort, mobility, and the visual appearance of your lower legs. Share this approach with a friend or family member who struggles with swelling and encourage them to take these small, evidence-based steps toward better circulation. By committing to these habits, you are actively supporting your body's natural mechanisms and investing in your health and quality of life.